house, trap, hip hop, a little bit of everything.
Rock and roll devil music, you know.
Indie folk.
Post-hardcore. Experimental post-hardcore.
Indie roots rock.
I just call it good music. I think it sounds cool, and you guys sound good.
These broadcasts and airwaves have been taken over. You are now listening to the Monstrovia Radio Network. You cannot change the channel. You will listen to the story of the monster, and our heroes from Monstrovia. Listen in and enjoy. What else?
It is the Freeza Block show right here on Monstrovia Radio Network. Yes, we've been taken over by the three fellas from Monstrovia. We have me Monster in the studio right now, man. Good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for coming on in. It is Boris, T-Bone, and Vlad. Indeed, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on in.
Pleasure. And thanks for having us.
Breaking into the actual regular network and stuff, man. Good. I like how you guys do that, man.
Thank you.
Just take right on over, don't you?
We're very subversive.
Indeed. For the folks at home who've never heard of Me Monster, go ahead and give them a quick breakdown. What is Me Monster? What are you all about, and what kind of music would you describe?
We are
Go, Boris.
We are three brothers who play music. Sometimes we play it together, sometimes not. Sometimes in the same key. And the Americans say we're Monstrovian, hip junk, monk, stripped down, post-punk, with hints of Engelbert Humperdinck and
Shepherds
and
Shepherd Bells.
Yes, and Taylor Dane. Was that right? Is that about right?
Preteen.
Yes.
Preteen Dane.
Yes.
And
we're a rock band.
Basically,
we are a rock and roll band. We play post-punk rock with a little bit of, not so serious. We try to have fun. We like to get everybody involved. Kind of art rock, kind of, yeah. Yeah, he agrees.
Art rock, good stuff, man. Again, it is me, Monster, T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. And Vlad, tell us a little bit about your upbringing coming up from Monstrovia.
Of course.
I know you had to escape. You had to face some serious.
Yes.
It's emotional. It's emotionalized.
You'll get through it.
Listen. Our father, late father, the king, long live the king of Monstrovia. Was destroyed. Our mothers barely made it out alive during the Soviet oppression.
Yes.
The royal clowns rescued us, took us to safety across the mountains through the underground tunnel pass.
Yes, the clown brigade.
Yes, and one thing led to another. For a while, we were separated from their dear youngest brother, T-Bone.
We were lost. We lost him, but we found him near Waco, Texas. He was eating Slim Jims in at 7-Eleven, but, we found him.
Wrestling large women.
He did that to earn a living.
And eventually we come here. Yes, we're currently living in exile in Denver, and this is all part of the Return Revolution, which you're welcome to join. We'll arm you, we'll train you, and we'll be marching back into Monstrovia, the ancient kingdom, hopefully sometime in the next 5 to 10. It's part of the plan.
Awesome. And in all that time, when you were a young boy growing up, did you do a lot of music stuff, or did you start doing that kind of after you got here?
There was always music from the time in the womb. There's many musical traditions.
Right, the monkeys and the cat, the spinner. Yes, the grind organ. Yes, that's a T-Bone.
Tapping on the belly of the mother.
We were trained by clowns, and that's really where our music picked up.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
that's a long story. It's another story. Next time.
Oh, we got a lot of time.
We used to travel around when we moved here. See, we went to different parts of Europe, and then we were able to get to the United States. And Vladimir and myself, we would travel around doing bat mitzvahs and parties and things of that nature. And that's when in Texas is when we ran back into Mr. T-Bone here.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that story, T-Bone. I obviously you don't speak. We can repurpose the bell, and we'll two rings for a yes and one ring for a no. That would be fine. And also, by the way, folks, Me Monster fans that are listening and watching for the first time, go ahead and break it on out, because also the ring of the bell also means a hit or a shot. So we're going to double and triple it on up, and so make it to where the Me Monster fans probably won't remember the very end.
4.7 rings, you'll get something.
12 rings, you'll get the real story.
And then your address will come to your home and give
Yes.
you a private viewing.
For 14 rings, we'll do just about that.
14 rings.
14 rings.
The winner today.
That's it, man. Me Monster, great stuff. We have T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad, and they have traveled all the way from Monstrovia.
Yes.
I mean, a long journey, and of course, residing here in Colorado. They've had some roots in Texas. They've been through Houston, and I think they have a little bit of a following there. You got a little bit of a following down there in Houston?
We have a very little following, but it's for different reasons. T-Bone was very popular with the Jello wrestling, so it's a different crowd, but they like it. They like
The
it.
five and unders. The five and unders.
Yes, it gets very sweaty down there.
Love
So,
us.
Yes.
The Mariana Trench also.
Yes. Yeah, he played in a mariachi band for a while too, and he did that for money, for the scratch. He scratched.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not so much now.
Absolutely.
It's more about politics.
We don't know what he does now. We don't know.
You know what? That's my next question. What do you guys each do for the band? Vlad, we'll start with you. What musical instrument do you play?
I, Vladimir the Elder, are the bass playing one, periodical, also vocalizations, shoutings, expressions of sentiment, and some melodic interpretations, but primarily bass playing.
And Boris, what do you do?
I played the things with the heads, with the round things with the sticks, and drums. Sometimes I forget, and I sing through the microphone, kind of like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and what does T-Bone do?
T-Bone plays guitar like that. I'm an effer, you know what I mean?
He's crazy.
He's very, very good.
Yes,
He's a
that's
wizard.
right.
You
He
go,
plays
folks.
guitar, and he leads us in morning prayer.
That's a double. All right, good stuff. And or no. All right, I'm not sure what. 2 for no, right?
Two for Tuesday. What's the day? Thursday?
2 for yes.
2 for yes.
He's
Okay,
really-
2 for yes, 1 for no. All right, we got it.
interpretive.
Yes,
this
We
one.
got it. Indeed, it is me Monster. It's T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. I don't know why I want to keep calling you Boris.
You can call me whatever you want. Call me Doris.
Boris.
You guys, tell us a little bit about some of the music that you guys have had. How many albums do you have, and if you got something coming up now?
Yes.
We have our first album is done.
It's finished. It's in the bag. It's in
Yes.
the baggins. And
Self-titled Mimi Monster.
yes, it looks like this.
Looks like that. It comes in a bar of soap with a rope around it.
Yes, look closely, my friends.
We do have a bunch of new songs. We're probably due to go in and do another set of recordings. And Tony needs to moisturize, but we'll do that first before the recording.
It's available on the interwebs.
Yes.
There's this.
Through our website is the best, mimimonster.net.
There you go. Give it on out. It's
Yes.
mimimonster.net. Make sure you catch all the stuff, read the story, the background, all the good stuff.
We will have it on vinyl someday, I promise.
Indeed. We're going to go into one of the first shows. Go ahead and show the songs. Go ahead and show that soap on a rope again, and try to get the folks kind of into it, man. Just
Look
kind of back and
carefully.
forth. There you go.
carefully. We're getting
Look into the
hornier and
soap.
hornier.
Soap on the road.
Soap on a Rope. This song from Mimi Monster right here on Mile High Underground. Oh, no, the Monstrovia Radio Network.
The Monstrovia Radio Network.
All right. Well, we'll come back to that.
You like it? You like
yeah,
it?
that sounded pretty good. I don't know. Do you guys have some kind of a deal with?
It's the most minimalist band ever.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tell us about some of the places that you've got a show coming up tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about that. The Museum of Contemporary Art. It's
Yes.
it's a museum. When was the
playing
last
a
time you guys
museum.
played in a museum?
I don't know why we're playing a museum, but we are, and we're going to have fun. It's 7 o'clock tomorrow. We go on. We're playing with another local band that we like a lot called the First Timers. And we're playing on the rooftop of the MCA. And if you've never been to the MCA, it's a wonderful museum.
Absolutely.
And we get to
Incredible.
play there. We're going to rock the roof. It's going to be fun. And they do every Friday. They have bands there.
It's called the B-side.
The B-side.
Yes.
That's it.
Is that the name of the band that's going to be there? The
No,
B-side?
that's the event. The MCA B-side.
If you look Facebook,
Oh,
on
okay.
our
And
Facebook page.
tomorrow, 7 p.m., we're going to rock. I think we're going to do some fun things. We're going
Always.
to.
So have you played there before? That sounds like a different kind of place.
No. We've never played any museums. They don't even let us in.
Well, there is the one in
But there was the one in Bratislava.
in Croatia.
That was many years ago, though.
Yes,
And it wasn't really a museum then. It was more of a,
the bomb shelter.
it was a bomb shelter.
We were sleeping
It was a
there.
recruiting camp, is really what
Well,
it was. But
if
yeah.
you want to be technical,
Well, tell us a little bit about that. I mean,
that's it.
that's just it.
Well, playing in the bomb shelter is always loud. Partial deafness from that. We escaped.
Fortunately, Monstrovians are known for their hearing.
Yes. It was
among other things.
It was half Monstrovian. Oh yes, T-Bone wants me to tell you the address for the MCA. It's 1485 Delgany Street, 1485 Delgany. It's downtown. You can't miss it. It's the MCA.
You can't miss it. It's the MCA. Check
Yes.
it out. 1485, 1845. Don't get it confused.
1485.
Oh, it's 1485.
It is 1485.
See,
Look for the drone,
I got it
look for the
confused.
drone.
Don't get it confused.
1485.
BYO drone.
That's
Indeed.
right. And it's all ages. So bring your grandmother and your newborn, or your grandmother's newborn, or
However
whatever.
you roll, baby.
Yes, it's bring the kids. They will like us. I promise. Yeah.
I love T-Bone.
Do you like
actually.
playing in front of a lot of young guys?
We like playing
all
in
ages?
front of anyone.
It's-
Yeah,
Yes.
we did shows where where there's no one there. We don't want to go back there. So we accept anybody who's into the music. We will play for.
Especially the ladies.
Especially.
And
the
if we can
ladies,
get some
indeed.
ladies, that's always that's always a bonus.
That is always a bonus, man. Good times. I love your stage act. I checked you out last year when we saw you at. I can't remember the name.
Ooms.
What was that?
The underground
Ooms.
music
Oh, yeah. The
showcase.
underground.
Yeah, the underground. The oomph. Yes.
Music.
Yes, at the
Yeah.
Hornet.
Yes, that was at the Hornet.
We're at the
man.
Hornet.
Hello,
And,
Hornet.
I'll tell you what, you guys really shocked the crowd out there, and I think they knew
We
what
had
to
everybody
expect.
jumping and
True,
skipping.
true.
But yeah, at the end of the show, they were jumping, skipping, they were loving it, every bit of it, man.
Yes,
So good stuff, man.
yes.
Awesome. And that's what I'm digging about this whole
What's
thing, man.
happening? What's
Indeed. So and where else have you guys played lately here in Denver?
The streets of London.
Oh, yes, the streets of
were
London.
also, the people were insane for us there, which is typical now. And yes,
The Latimer Lounge, we played there, and we
Latimer's.
played Lost Lake, and we
course.
played Mutiny Cafe very many
Yes,
times. I'd like to give
yes.
big shout out to the Mutiny.
absolutely.
You guys take the books right off the shelves, don't
We
you?
did.
We
We
do.
played in the front. We played
will
in the
read.
back. We played outside. It's all good.
Or do you like
Yes.
which one do you like the most? In the front
we
or
like
the
them
back?
all. We like them
In the
all.
back.
I tell you what,
Absolutely.
they're all great.
Absolutely.
Lost Lake is a great venue. Nice people.
Indeed.
Latimer is wonderful.
Yeah.
The Mutiny, those are good guys.
Shouts out to Tony Mason out there at the Lions Lair for
Absolutely.
having
We
you
played the
guys
High
out there.
Dive, and those guys are great.
Mhm.
Curtis and
Mhm.
JJ and all of those wonderful
Mhm.
men and women of the High Dive.
Uh,
We played, we played every little place you could possibly imagine. We've
Alleys.
even played some that have closed down.
Right
No
after
kidding.
we
We
played.
played Bushwhackers once.
It caught fire.
Yes,
Yeah, when Bushwhackers is closed down, I think it's a brand new place now.
it
as a
is.
matter
It's
of
called the
fact.
Overland. It's very nice.
Yeah, have you been there too
I
as well?
have. We
Wow,
we
you guys,
wandered in once.
you guys are all over the place, man.
we
Good,
are.
good
We're
stuff,
everywhere.
man.
We,
Wow. It is me, Monster. It's T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. Indeed.
Vlad.
Tell us a little bit about T-Bone's get-up, his face gear, why he doesn't speak, all that kind of good
We
stuff.
never really know. I mean, this is the first time I've seen him in this mask. He doesn't. Wait,
Is this a new mask? Is that what you're trying to say?
What happened with this? Tell me a little bit. Oh, okay. Did you wrestle? Yes, you actually wrestle? No. Well, what he says is he was at a wrestling match, a Mexican wrestling match, and he kind of met this woman, and somehow one thing or another, she made him wear this, and he's been wearing it for a week and a half now.
For her protection.
Yes, for her, he fell in love. He's in love with her.
There was
What's
some
her name?
cop there that recognized his.
Maria. She's in love with Maria, and she likes him when
he just met a
wears
girl
this.
named Maria.
Yes, so
Fantastic.
that's new. Well, everything we learn. You're like Dr. Phil. You bring out the best in Mr.
That is
T-Bone.
so nice.
He's opening up. He's a sweetheart.
A little bit.
He's very good with lawn
Maybe we'll
work.
do a
which is, I
rock
think why
musical
Maria probably
around
fell in
this.
love with it.
How do you think T-Bone did without you guys when he was just roaming around in Texas eating Slim
We get
Jims
dribs and drabs. We get dribs and drabs. He
He's
did
good.
great. He learned how to play slide guitar in Texas.
Yeah.
And he did the Jello wrestling, and he was at some sort of compound in Waco. He swam across the river, and
Great swimmer, this one.
and he did
Folded large
interpretive
parachutes.
dancing.
Mhm.
Yes, in the water. Oh, synchronized swimming. That's right. He was a synchronized
Right.
swimmer.
Oh, that's right.
He was on the
Forgot about
Waco synchronized swimming team.
That's
for-
right. That's right. That's part of it. And you won the award. As a matter of fact, you won three years in a row.
that. Yes.
No, just 3 times.
Just 3 times.
3 times.
Oh man, you were
Yes. There was only 4, and the
Yes.
last time
Third place.
there was
He came in 3rd place,
someone drowned.
but it's okay.
There was forced drowning.
Yeah, he was good though. He could have. I think if he stayed there, he
Supposed-
could have
Mm.
definitely got up to second
of
place
course,
next year.
absolutely.
Because
No question.
yes.
He's
No
one
question.
But
monster.
we're glad we
Good
found
stuff.
him,
It's
and it's
It was touch and go.
it was touch and go.
I touched. We go.
Yes, many stops.
Tell us about your gear. You guys all wear white hazmat
Yes.
style gear,
What are you-
except
what are
for
you talking
T-Bone.
about?
T-Bone. Well, tell us about it, man. I mean,
Well, we do
it's not
have
something
these,
that normal.
yes, of
Oh, that's right. Look at this. We're wearing the same thing.
Oh, look at.
I didn't even realize.
Oh, interesting.
That's
We
interesting.
didn't even
What is-
snail mail this morning.
Do you have one of these too?
In Monstrovia, one of our responsibilities as the Royals was to keep the space program going, to develop it,
True.
take us into the 29th century based on the Monstrovian calendars. So these clean suits were a part of our responsibilities as
Yes.
the leaders of the nation. And
And they help us now too, because during the day, sometimes when the money's short, we do painting and clean gutters.
Yes, absolutely.
So it helps.
Well, good
Yes.
stuff, man.
Yes. He has one too.
Multitasking, multi-use
Right.
suits. Those are
Right.
awesome.
Plus, it's nice just to repel water in case you get into a very serious gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you
It's
go.
nice. These are somewhat
Absolutely.
water repellent.
Well, all right. I figured out a way to pull up a song. This one is called "Don't Make an Enemy."
Hmm.
Tell us a little bit about it before I play it, and then we'll get right into it.
It's one of the first songs we wrote. It features a really, really, really wonderful guitar lead and some really great bass playing and a little bit of a disco bass drum. And the rest we'll let everybody listen to it.
All right. It is me, Monster. We are joined by T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. And this song is called "Don't Make an Enemy," right here on the Monstrovia Radio Network.
You must be kidding me, like a kid sent to his room. Oh, you kidding me? You must be kidding me. Left the trail on your broom. into his room. Are you kidding me? You must be shitting with me. Let the trailer call
Me, Monster. It is T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. And yes, indeed, good stuff from those guys. Thank you so much for having that song for us. And
You bet.
and we're loving it, man. And Mimi Monster, make sure to check them out tomorrow. They're going to be at the Museum of Contemporary Art. That is 1485 Delgany Street. It's a 7 o'clock show. All ages. Bring your little brother and your little sister and your grandma too. So
That's right.
everybody will enjoy it, man. It's gonna
And
be a great day.
your dry cleaner and that guy who's always at the gas station on Alameda and Broadway,
Yes,
bring him.
yes, yes.
Always try to get
He
him.
needs to go.
He needs a ride, is
He
what
needs
he
a ride.
needs.
You
He
can
needs
pick
a
him up,
ride.
and he likes the orange Gatorade. By the way, he'll get them.
Every once in a while, do you guys feel that you're being persecuted, like there, while you're playing? You see that there might be some agents or somebody that.
We're always very careful. Yes, we have to be careful. We've had some very close calls. We had to hide in the crawl space somewhere on. Well, I shouldn't tell you because it's kind of. a
Yeah,
hiding spot.
don't give the secrets away.
How long were we in the crawl
Don't do
space
that.
for? We almost missed our show. We were there for like 7 days
Plus
plus
a year,
a year, 7 days in the year. That's right.
7 and 1.
I remember Jimmy John's could find us though. That was amazing. Very good.
Jimmy John's, man. What's your favorite kind of takeout stuff? Do you guys do a lot of takeout food, or do you guys? How do you guys? You guys just go to a regular grocery store and do it that way, or
T-Bone is
make your
quite
own
the
stuff?
cook. He is
Is
quite the
T-Bone?
cook. Yes, he was a short order chef, which is why he's good with the bell.
He's really good with the bell,
Yeah.
indeed.
He bells like no one.
What you eat that stinky stuff? What is that
We
other
have,
thing? Yes, pickled herring or whatever.
Of course, of course. Yes, always. We have some people, family.
He likes Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops. Is
There
his
you
favorite.
go.
Yes.
Is there anything from Monstrovia that you might have forgotten, or that something that you probably would love to have?
The ginger cakes and the Greco Falchions and yes, the nipple, the breast milk from Monstrovia. Yeah.
There's a tree there that grows. It has a sort of
Yes.
like a resin that drips out during the fall.
Right.
It's incredible.
It's great on pancakes.
Tastes like almost like whatever you want.
Yes.
It tastes like
We
from
don't
heaven.
really know, so you
Some sort
just
of-
think of what is good, and that's what it tastes like.
Yes, we call
Yes,
it.
we mix it with everything.
of course.
Good stuff. We have me, Monster in the studio. It's T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. Indeed, yes. And I like that. I love the names. I love them. They're very, very Eastern European. And man, I'm telling you what, I just love the whole deal, man. I love the whole deal. When you guys come and play out here, have you guys thought about playing more outside of Denver or
We would like
Colorado?
to.
Or
Yes, we were going to
Yes.
travel and bring the circus on the road a little
Fort
bit.
Collins, look out.
Yes, we're thinking about Thornton and Westminster, although we can't find it. We don't know
Yes,
where
where
it
is-
is.
somewhere
I don't
north
know.
of I-25.
It's north.
I'm going to look at the map.
We're
I'm
going to look at the map. We bought
convenience.
one of those.
Alright.
The pill. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll
Yes,
find you.
Okay,
I
hold on,
promise.
Westminster. We're
Yes,
coming for you.
We're coming.
Yes.
Maybe one of the coasts. I don't know. We'll
Yes.
play somewhere.
As
Awesome.
friends, we have sleeper cells in the Bay Area.
That's right. That's right.
Also in Canada.
Yes,
Mhm.
Western Canada. So maybe we'll do a whole thing. Who knows?
Well, that sounds
We
great.
don't have any way of getting out there. So if somebody wants to drive us
Yes.
out to
Or fly,
the Bay
feel like I'm-
Area, then we will play for you.
We prefer the helicopter.
We prefer helicopters. It's easier. It's easier for us to get through things.
That's right. It's a lot easier on the bones, indeed, indeed. Tell us a little bit about. Well, now I forgot the question I was gonna ask you.
Make
guys.
up any question.
I know,
Come
you
on.
guys are-
It's just like Charlie Rose.
I know a question. Why aren't we in here? This is a
Yes.
conspiracy, I believe it.
Tell us about why you're upset with the
Okay.
Westward
What is
magazine
Westward?
right now.
Please.
Because we don't sell weed.
Oh.
Why are we not in there?
I didn't pronounce it correctly. Oh,
We're opening up for a Dead and Company
So
at
listen.
Folsom Field.
we could be good in any of these categories when you write in, but since I think you have to pick one, I'm going to say
Bluegrass.
bluegrass.
Now let's do
Nah.
post-punk.
It's Monstrovia would be like bluegrass.
European.
Monstrovia and
bluegrass.
bluegrass punk.
Yes.
Punk. Look, punk.
You have your own.
Punk.
you have your-
Post-punk.
Post-punk. Post.
Post-punk. We're a
After
little
the
later.
punk.
We're a little later.
We're late bloomers. We are.
Yes, post-punk. Write us in for whatever this
Post-punk.
is.
Yes. We
Yes.
fought 3 of these bands.
Make sure you write them in on
Right
the
there.
Westward deal and whatever genre you want
That's
to.
right.
It is me
2017.
Monster. They want to be included in on the deal, and I say they should be, man. I really say they should be. Who does most of the writing for you guys? Is it a collaboration type of deal, or
Yes. We get together at the Gargoyle Studios and we
Don't.
sweat or freeze and we throw things at the wall and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't.
Speaking of sticking, we're going to go ahead and try to hit that song one more time. Tell us a little bit about it. Soap on a Rope. We're going to start it off again.
All
and,
right.
and I
Here
know
is some
there's-
Soap on the Rope. Look, here's the short story of Soap on the Rope. Can I do the long story?
Do the long story.
All
Long
right.
story. Look out.
All right. Soap on the Rope, despite what anyone tells you, was invented in Monstrovia. T-Bone, put the Soap on the Rope on. Demonstrate how it works.
Hello. Oh, there's the cutie.
It is. Here's the thing with Soap on the Rope, okay? It was part of a ritual. The day before the wedding, bride and groom would meet at the town square along with a goat, and there would be a race to the well. Whoever got to the well first, okay, if the bride and groom got to the well first, then they washed each other with the soap on the rope, which was put around the goat's neck at the well. Now, if the goat beat them there, then the bride and the groom would have to wash the goat. And either way, it is good luck on your wedding day.
And of course, raise the goat as their own.
And they'd have to keep the goat. This is like the town giving you the wedding present. Everyone gets a goat when you get married, which is one of the best reasons in Monstrovia to get married.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Otherwise, we would,
And of course, hygiene is
be a lot.
always at the very top.
Well,
list
you
and
want to be
priorities.
clean on your wedding day. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way.
Awesome.
And
Good
not only
stuff.
that,
You want your goat to be clean.
you have to pick one day.
Yes. If you're one day to wash a goat, it's that day.
That's right. It is me, Monster. We have T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad, and we're going to play that song right now. It is called Soap on a Rope, Me, Monster. Check them out tomorrow at the Museum of Contemporary Art right here on the Monster.
Damn crazy dope. Smells like aqua velva, smells like aqua velva, smells like aqua velva. I am so on a roll. So on a roll. So on a roll. So on a roll. Soap on a roll. Soap on a roll. Soap on a roll. Soap on a Smells like aqua velva, smells like aqua velva, smells like aqua velva. I am so far away. 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 So far
Me, Monster. I love the way that ends with that echo, man. It's just intense.
What happens when you record in the cave?
Yes, indeed. It is me, Monster, T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. And thank you guys so much for coming in, man.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Make sure you guys check those guys out tomorrow. If you're not doing anything, or even if you are doing anything, break the
There's
plans.
nothing better to do.
Break the plans. Come on out.
You can make bingo after the show.
Yeah,
That's right.
to the Museum of Contemporary Art right there at 1485 Delgany at 7 o'clock. It's an early show. Make sure you get there early, and it's an all ages show. So make sure.
It is. Beautiful views. It's on the
bring your-
rooftop.
That's it.
We're going to be like U2 and the Beatles playing on the rooftop.
All children under 10, free smoke from Monstrovian gum tree.
That's right. Is that okay? I think that's okay.
That's right. That's right. At your show, there is a tremendous amount of swag, and
We do give things away.
no
Yes.
doubt about it,
Yes,
man. And
indeed.
that's part of the fun of the show. And I think, what do you think about folks when they come to your show and they've never seen you before? Do you like the reaction that they have?
Yes,
You know?
yes. Typically, it's a little bit the head scratching, then it's the eyebrows go up, and then they start shaking their booty and dancing.
Yes, that's the best part.
And then usually they get something thrown at them, or they're involved in some sort of antics. We like to get the crowd involved.
Yeah.
So,
Tell us a little bit about the monkey, the
We
monkey
love them.
masks, and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, this is a difficult topic to discuss.
all right, well.
T-Bone. I have a condition. It's you don't find it here in this country, or maybe not even in this hemisphere. And especially during the year of the monkey, but now it seems
it's
to
always
be,
the year of the monkey in Monstrovia.
It's true. So right now, I take something for it, but we are trying to use it to the most entertaining purposes.
Yes, if he
So
doesn't take his pills, then
often at the end of the show, yes,
It is-
T-Bone, it's true.
yes.
I will drink a concoction.
His primate nature comes out.
Exactly,
sometimes. Yes.
exactly. It's revealed, and I
revealed.
become monkey brain
Yeah.
and face.
But that's okay. I get him back to the van. I get him some candy after every show, and we're good. We're on the road to the next place.
That's what makes everything all right. At
That's
the
right.
very end is the candy, right?
That's right.
What kind of candy did you have back in Monstrovia, or did you have any at all? That's why you like it.
He didn't. So
Leaves.
he's fallen in love with candy here. Candy cigarettes, Jolly Rancher, anything sweet. Candy, right? Yes, you like it. You get candy, I promise. You're right, you get your candy. Get this candy.
The ladies very sweet here.
We are talking with me, Monster, T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. Make sure to check them out also on June 22nd. They're going to be at the Lions Lair. Big shouts out to my man Tony Mason for bringing those guys in. They're going to be playing with the national act Annie and the Bang Bang. Bang, and where are
That's
those
right.
guys from?
They're from Minneapolis.
Indianapolis.
Minneapolis.
That's how you pronounce it?
Minneapolis.
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 Minneapolis. Minneapolis. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
They're from Minneapolis.
They're from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Minneapolis.
I like Minneapolis.
Yes,
The big-
they're from a place where it's called, from what I understand,
Hence the title Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Yes.
The title of
Yes,
the town.
but they do the bang and they do the Annie and the bang and another bang.
There's two other.
And I think there's actually a third bang, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
But they're good.
there's another
That
bang.
you would like them. Come
It's
out.
the quiet bang.
The Lion's Lair is good.
Yes.
Sonic.
They've changed the urinal
Sonic
cakes.
bang.
It's all uphill from
That's
you know.
true.
And they keep the lights low because you don't want to see.
They don't have any lights.
Yeah,
It's
they have
best
no
not
lights
to
in
look.
the
Don't look carefully. Don't.
It's
look
actually
too
a
closely.
world famous venue.
You
I
will
love the
question your
Lion's Lair.
life. If you look too closely, you'll question your life.
Yes.
That's right. June 22nd, they'll be there again with Annie and the Bang Bang Lions Lair out there on East Colfax.
Wow.
One of the funnest, coolest little places you'll ever go. And if you go, you'll probably get some soap on the rope.
If you're good or if you're
Especially
bad,
tomorrow as well, man.
you'll get some
Yes.
stuff. You never know.
There's all kinds of
There's
good
always-
stuff.
No.
Now, if you guys you've never played at the, I think I've asked you this already. You've never played at this venue before, the museum.
MCA, no.
No, we have
Well,
never played.
I never even heard
It
that
was
that an
closed
venue.
the last time we
Yeah,
played.
the last
there.
time we played was outside. It
closed.
was, Sunday, 3 in the
Yes.
morning. We played near there. We
The
did,
police came, but we
Police
got
came,
away. We're
yes.
not first timers. Well, there's the first timers. We're not, the ones.
Yes.
It's not the first time the police.
this
tried.
is the first time they've asked us to play. Put it
Yes.
that way.
The police here. They're a
Yes.
little soft.
They really like you, though. I hear.
Really?
And I think,
The
I think they
union-
will like us. We'll see. I mean, tomorrow will tell. I hope they like
I
us.
think
you
we
know.
have the union support.
We do. I mean, if there's any band who belongs in the museum, I mean, come on.
Yes.
Look at us.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
We
true.
are working,
We're classics.
we're classics.
There you go. T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. They are Me Monster. Who came up with that really kick-ass logo that you're showing right now?
We don't know.
Was that something that you developed? or-
Somebody dropped it off at the crawl space. I think it was that guy Larry who lives a couple blocks away, and he said I was talking to him one day, and I said we need a logo,
Hey.
and next thing you know, there you go.
Awesome.
Hello.
Little distraction there, but that's okay.
There's people outside here. In
Excuse
case you
me,
don't
miss.
know where we are,
Yes.
we're in public, and Vladimir is
Obviously, not from the nipples.
easily distracted.
Anyway,
Indeed.
it's a
Easily
secret symbol. It
distracted.
allows us entryway into many safe places around the world.
Right, and it gets us denied in even more.
Vlad, are you real big with the ladies? I mean, is that
That's what they
is that a
say.
strong point? You got to chase them down. You got to beat them off with the stick. You got to keep the groupies at
I
bay.
try not to use the stick. It depends.
We
you
can't
know.
use the stick anymore, or else there's repercussions.
I had a bad experience.
Yes, they used the stick on him. Maybe.
Hit that bell one time.
Yes.
Sorry, hit the bell
There you go.
2 times.
Yes.
That's twice, indeed. They do not use the stick, but Vlad, really, I mean, you seem like the guy that's really the hunkiest of the three. And do you have lots of I mean,
It's all right,
He-
T-Bone.
T-Bone's
He's
good
been
looking.
brought up on charges more than the rest of us.
That time he found that charge card.
This guy, he just got Maria.
That's
And
true.
We can yeah.
He's
yeah.
out of the loop, though. He's taken and stuff now.
No,
so
you never know. He's in love. It doesn't mean he's out of the
you got to turn to the side so they can see the bulge.
He's
It's
in
all
love
good.
with life.
He loves it all.
Monstrovian camel.
He's
nothing
looking
like
for
it.
Maria. I think
Where
he
we
thinks
come
Maria's
from, the
coming.
man has the camel.
Awesome. Good stuff.
That's right.
It is
Usually-
T-Bone
Maria's not here. Shut
Boris.
down now.
It's
Shut down.
usually a dowry sort of thing.
Yes.
and Vlad. They are here. It is Me Monster. Make sure to check those guys out tomorrow again at the Museum of Contemporary Art. We're going to go into another song. This one is called Rise and Shine. You want to give us a little ups on what this might be about? Or
Well, it might be about waking up in the morning. It might be a little saucy. It might be a little randy. I'll let you listen and you determine.
all right, Me Monster, right here on Mile High, or on the Monstrovia Radio.
Australia!
Rise and shine. Indeed, indeed. Good stuff, man. And that is a great song. And I couldn't tell whether it was about getting up or getting up. You know what I mean? But
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it was about pancakes.
Yes, I agree.
It was about pancakes.
Yes.
Well, that's all right.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good, man. And indeed, it is me, Monster, in the studio.
We're
Where
here.
where did you guys come up with that crazy name, me, Monster?
Well, we don't know. Who came up with the name? I think T-Bone sort of scratched it out on a piece of cardboard once. And, and
you had the dream.
he had the dream, and he said, this is the name. And we said, okay. And
Is that simple?
it was that simple, yes.
It's part of an ancient Monstrovian prophecy,
Yes.
which foretells our return to
That's right.
power. And
It's actually don't be a Mimi monster. You know, like don't be a Mimi monster. Just be yourself.
Just be cool.
Just yes.
but don't let cool get in the way of
Don't
fun.
even be cool. Just
Don't.
just be fun. Just be fun. You never know.
Right.
You never know when you have to get in the back of a U-Haul truck and hide for 6 months. You just never know.
Especially these days in the current climate we are experiencing.
This climate is nice. It's dry.
It's warm.
It's warm but dry. It's nice.
You wouldn't. It's a little hot for the back of a U-Haul. Personally.
Is that where you guys do most of your practice in the back of the U-Haul, or
Sometimes.
or mostly in
We sleep in the back of the U-Haul.
I
Yes.
see.
We do vision quests in the U-Haul.
Yes, we watch
Something
Vision
like,
Quest, the movie on Betamax. But
I love it.
it's great. That
Never
is
enough.
one.
Matthew
one great-
Modine.
Matthew
Absolutely,
Modine. There you go. He's
absolutely.
one of my favorites. Much
Yes.
better than the Karate Kid. Vision
Oh,
Quest kicks the
please.
Karate Kid's ass. You don't
Totally.
think so? You like Karate Kid better?
Well, this, again with
Okay.
this controversy.
He likes the Karate Kid. What can I say?
We've been hashing this over.
What's her name is in the Karate Kid? What is
Hilary
Elizabeth Shue?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Elizabeth
oh.
Shue.
Well, there once
One of my
was a girl
favorites.
named Shue. Her name was Elizabeth.
Yeah,
She was an honorary
It's right.
saint.
Not that not that any of us are old enough to remember these movies,
Not
but
at all.
we watched them.
they're out there for you. That's all they got for you.
They
out
have them
there.
at the video store.
Listen, I think it would be wrong of us to have these talks without the mention of Abe Vigoda, Saint Vigoda.
Yes.
There you go. Let's talk a little bit about his influence on your lives. How much Abe Vigoda influenced you, and
Well, we
I
wrote the
understand.
song "What Would Abe Do" before Abe died. Look, in Monstrovia, Abe Vigoda was sainted. He meant a lot to us. The Barney Miller was the most popular show of the /90s in Monstrovia. And when he died, it was very hard on my brother here, Vladimir, who had actually done a little bit of work with Abe Vigoda way back in the day. They were in a small film production together, but we wrote this song nonetheless. Our dream was to actually play this song with Mr. Vigoda, but of course he's passed. But we wrote the song, What Would Abe Do? And you know what? Every time we're in a time of trouble, we look to the sky and we ask ourselves, what would Abe do?
Well, let's go into that.
That's
This
a
song,
good
What Would Abe Do? All about Abe Vigoda. It is Me, Me, Monster. And Blood. Love it. The backwards drums, so kick ass, man.
It's hard
Good,
to do
good
that.
stuff.
You got to play backwards. Yeah.
It is Me, Me, Monster. You can catch all their music on mememonster.net. You could catch their music also on the YouTube, but they would really like for you to go to mememonster.net, give them some love, and purchase those songs from them. And, of course, they've got their full CD out now. It's called Me, Me, Monster. And that's all
That's
it's called. It's
self-titled,
just
yes.
self-titled.
You
Indeed.
can get it on, go to our website. You can get it on the Bandcamp and purchase it, or you can just listen to it, whatever, you know.
Drone, we can deliver by drone.
We can, yeah,
Get
sort
in
of,
touch with us
or
through the
messenger
Facebooks.
pigeon, or
Yes.
messenger send somebody over on
Ox-
the pony.
ox
An
cart.
oxen cart.
There's many ways today to
Yes,
deliver
we'll-
these things.
we will do
It's not a
whatever. Or
problem.
we can bring it when we come to fix your furnace. Either way, yes.
There you go.
That's his favorite.
Indeed, it is T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad. And T-Bone, you ever do any backup vocals at all? Anything like that?
He's rapped before,
Yeah.
but only no one's ever heard it.
It's quite.
Yeah, it's good though.
That's
Yeah, it's good. Yes, yes. This is a lot. We didn't even get this, you know.
That's true. That's
But
true.
for you. It must be.
it's all about Maria.
You
Maria's
really-
bringing
yeah.
it out.
She wants him to be the next YouTube star. I know it. I know that's
Well,
what
he's
it is.
already a YouTube star. No voice needed on that one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tell us about why you guys chose the type of music that you play. You know, it's a poppy kind of, music. It's not hardcore. It's not metal.
No,
It's not, it's the kind of music that you guys play. And then tell us why you guys choose to do what you do.
It chose us.
He did.
Yes, you loved yourself. You love to finger your heart.
Yes, it's
came from our
erotic
It
heart.
came from our heart.
It's a hot heart.
It just came out. I don't know. We don't think about it. I mean,
It wasn't like we sat down and were
no,
like,
we said we want to
be
sound like this. It's
I want to
just-
be that.
It just came out, right? The way that you guys
Absolutely.
did it.
We have years and years of, influences. And then there was like 15 years there where we didn't listen to music.
No, it's
Uh,
part of this
It's
search.
hard. We didn't have a radio in the U-Haul. So,
Not at all.
this is just what we hear in our heads. And
It's what you take out, huh?
that's right.
What about radio play? Are you guys concerned at all about getting on, the FM dial and, making some tracks and some headway on?
Do people still listen to the radio? I don't know. We're here. This is the radio. It's internet
like it.
radio.
Well, this is internet radio, but yeah.
Surprisingly, I had somebody call me the other day and play one of our songs that was on the radio.
That was me.
That was was it you? No, it was somebody other than you.
Another person?
Another person. It was on actually, and they weren't playing it in their car. They were actually listening to it on the radio,
And it came on.
and it came on.
Just like
Yeah, by accident.
Someone else
Someone
chose to
else
play it.
chose to play it.
it wasn't one of us.
It wasn't one of us. It wasn't. It
the
wasn't your
cousins.
mom. It wasn't your neighbor. It was. It was somebody chose it.
else. Wow, that's awesome stuff,
That's-
man. I hope to hear a lot more of your music.
I
on
hope
the
so too.
mainstream.
That'd be great if they played us on
Yeah.
mainstream radio.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man.
People should drive down the street playing it very loudly with
Yes.
the windows down, and especially when you pull up to the light
That's
at the
right.
stop sign, crank it,
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Go demand it.
and
Call
then
up- call
go,
up your
oh,
lady."
this Mimi Monster music that you can find on the internet is incredible. This
That's
Mimi
right.
Monster.
You should
Lean
play it
on
on
your
your radio station.
Have you heard this Mimi
Oh my
Monster?
God! You should
It's
mix this
amazing.
in right next to
Go
Fog
to
Hat
their
and
web-
38 Special, and right after the Britney Spears and the Justin Bieber.
There you go,
Of
man.
course.
Right in there, man. Right in there, and right in the middle. And I'm surprised that you aren't already.
Well, maybe we are.
Hot 100.
That'd be great.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, we're about ready to kick this one out, man. We've almost spent a full hour.
All
I
right.
can't even believe it. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing the song and give us our outros, and we're going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Go ahead and tell us which song you guys want to play us on out. And,
What do you want to play out?
do it.
Whisper.
This is the best.
That's a good choice. How about Eat It?
Eat it. Okay,
Yes, that's the one that
sounds
was on
good.
the radio the other day. So.
All right, now we're going to talk a little bit over it. But that's all right. It is Mimi Monster. They have joined us, and we are about out of here.
Tomorrow night, MCA.
Yes, make sure you check it out tomorrow at the Museum of Contemporary Art at 1845 Allegheny Street. Make sure you bring your little brother, your little sister. It's going to be one of the funnest shows you've ever been to. A great, great time to be had by all. 7 o'clock, all ages. Make sure to check them out also on June 22nd at the Lions Lair with Penny and the Bang Bang out there on the East Coast. Make sure that show. Again, guys, T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad, thank you guys so much for coming on in here. Make sure to check me out at RansRadioLive.com on Saturday. It'll be on the Chocolate Drop Show. That's, of course, the show for people that don't have any feelings and don't feel a thing. Make sure to check that out on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Again, you guys, T-Bone, Boris, and Vlad, it is Me Monster. Again, check them out tomorrow, MCA, at the Museum of Contemporary Art. Thank you, guys. We will check you next week. Everybody have a great week. Thank you, everybody. And eat it too, and eat it, and eat it, and eat it. You can turn the crank, or turn the screw, screw it. I knew it, I knew it. Okay, now it's time for the funnest part of the show. This is the part where I always make the talent do a little quick promo for me. We kind of talked about it and practiced it a little bit, and I'll guide you right on through it. So it should be pretty easy. Just go ahead and, like I said, say your names.
Say your name. This is T-Bone Van Monster. I am Boris Van Monster, and this is
Vlad.
All right, and we are melting it down to 0.
You're melting it down to 0
on the Freeza Block Show.
On the Freeza Block Show.
And then if you can all say milehigh.underground.com.
milehigh.underground.com.
Perfect, you guys. Awesome. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Miles Underground.